Hey, Tim with Perkins Roofing here, and today we're going to look at my top 3 tips for you for what to look for when you get a roofing quote. First thing to look for when you're going through a roofing contract is you want to look to see if there's any wood or metal additional prices and what those prices are. So if you look at any roofing contract, and we'll use Perkins Roofing's contract as an example, you're going to scroll through and you see here we have line items for each part of the roof. When you see a contract, so here are our line items, and under many of the line items you'll find this is a concrete deck, so you won't see it here, but on this project here, this is a metal roof. You'll see right here our clause 3. You'll see something like this on any roofing contract that you come across. So right here, line 3, replace any damaged or rotten decking wood as needed. So this basically right here is telling you that an allotment of 100 linear feet of decking wood, if it's 1x6 or 1x8 decking, which means it's an older home, would be included, or 2 sheets of plywood is generally what we include. So basically either the decking wood or the plywood will be included when you read this, and anything over that price is going to be charged extra, and it tells you how much extra, like $3 per foot or $75 per sheet. And other types of wood, like structural wood, fascias, and soffits, would be $75 per man per hour plus the cost of the wood. So even though if you're looking at a contract, you might see the total price $30,000. Let's say you have a price, another contract price for $28,000, but you know you have a lot of bad wood. Maybe you've had termites or something like that. So if you know you have a lot of bad wood and you have a $28,000 bill, what if they're charging $9 per foot for wood? Then it might make sense to go with the one that has the higher value if the wood price is cheaper. So this is something that you definitely want to think about and look at when you're considering one contract versus another, is the differences in the contractors between the price of wood. And you'll also see contractors do this for stucco metal replacement. If you're replacing stucco metal around the perimeters or other items. So definitely check to see if there's other prices. Like for instance, on this project right here, this TPO project, you see here, note, a galvanized coping cap on all wall parapets is needed per this system, but we cannot bid it until the completion of the wall stucco for proper fitting. So you have to know when you're looking at this $76,000 price that there is going to be a change order for coping cap. We're telling you right here there's going to be a change order, but we can't price it until we have accurate measurements to price the metal off of. So we have to wait until the stucco this is a new construction, so we have to wait for the stucco to be finished in order for us to price this coping cap. So you want to look through these contracts and look for these sorts of additional items that are going to be needed throughout the contract. Second thing that you're going to want to look at when you're comparing roofing contracts is the specifications and the details of the contract. When I see this contract, I see, obviously it's our own contract, so I might be a little biased, but when I see all these line items here, and I can tell, oh, look at, they're going to do this, then this, all in phases, this makes me a little more confident in the process of the company. And when you see different things itemized and different upcharges for possible like additions to the project, this is what's going to make me think, okay, maybe this contractor is a little bit more organized than the other contractor. But when you're looking at the specifications and details, you want to make sure that you're getting an apples to apples bid. Make sure that the materials that are being quoted are the same. Like here you can see this is a Gulf Coast aluminum metal roof. Now aluminum is more expensive than a steel metal roof, and it's necessary for homes on the saltwater. So here in Florida we have a lot of homes on the saltwater. So if you're 1,000 feet from the saltwater, you need an aluminum roof rather than a steel roof if you want a metal roof. So you want to make sure that the details match, because a lot of our competition and a lot of other roofers will just build a quote based on the cheapest materials, and then they'll change order you later in the project for, we needed to use aluminum instead of steel because you're by the saltwater, so we had to charge you an extra $3,000 or something like that. So you want to make sure that all the materials are apples to apples, and you want to make sure you're getting the best materials. So for instance, when you're clicking through here, you can see that We're telling you what felt we're using. We're telling you what underlayment we're using. GAF versus shield is a fire barrier. Some roofers don't know that you need a fire barrier under metal and might not even put the fire barrier. Here in HVAC, you have to get the permit, but I've seen a lot of people up in like Palm Beach and other parts of Florida where they don't know that you need to put a fire barrier under the metal roof. So you see that right here. And then here again is our Gulf Coast 032 aluminum panels. And as you scroll down, you can just kind of check through and make sure that everything's apples to apples. See, we have an XFR underlayment upgrade, which is a secondary water barrier from Polyglass right here. So just kind of go through and make sure that everything is apples to apples as far as what you're looking at with the details of the quote. So right here, you can see our warranty on this particular contract. A Perkins roofing warranty of 10 years. A Gulf Coast NDL warranty of 25 years on the substrate corrosion of the panels, and 20 years on the Kynar, on the actual paint of the panel. So here we have 3 different warranties that you're getting with this project. And over here, another example, you're getting a Perkins roofing warranty of 5 years. You're getting a JF warranty, and this particular customer actually chose to go with a JF NDL warranty for 20 years. And so something that you want to look for when you're doing this is you want to make sure that the warranties are higher. Obviously, the most important warranty is the workmanship warranty. So here, when you really dig into the warranty, you've got your Perkins Roofing Limited warranty of 10 years right here. This is your most important warranty, is the workmanship guaranteed by the contractor. Your material warranties are not worth that much. Basically, it's going to say that the material will not degrade on its own, but there's no guarantees against leaks or workmanship or anything like that. Unless you go with an NDL warranty, like in this contract, for instance. So here on this contract, we have 5-year Perkins roofing warranty, but there's the option for the JF manufacturer's workmanship and material warranty of 20 years. So JF for this option, and what all the other material manufacturers do is they charge an additional $1,500, and they're going to send their technical rep out to the project to check the project to make sure it meets all of JF standards. And then you'll get a 20-year warranty from JF. So even though right here you have 5 years from Perkins Roofing, then you'll get 20 years on the workmanship from JF. So you want to make sure you're getting a warranty on the workmanship more than the material. The material basically just says the material is going to stay the same. It's not going to degrade. It's not going to change consistency, etc., etc. Whereas the workmanship warranty is going to say, okay, this workmanship is guaranteed. There's not going to be any issues unless a hurricane or act of God or whatever comes across. And something that I recommend you ask for when you're looking at the warranties is ask the contractor to see a sample warranty of their workmanship warranty. So this is a sample Perkins roofing warranty. We keep everything pretty simple. But you can see here, 10-year warranty on installation of new roofing systems and products. Perkins Roofing guarantees that the installation will be installed per manufacturer specs and city county inspections. Pretty generic, right? But this does not include, this is what you want to watch, is this does not include a guarantee against acts of nature, including any named storms, tree growth, termite issues, or failure to upkeep specified maintenance plan. So generally with our warranties, we do annual inspections, and if we find issues that are not due to workmanship, like for instance coconuts falling and breaking roof tiles, or trees that are overgrown that you don't cut and then they grow into the roof, or a hurricane comes and damages the roof, these items will not be covered under the warranty. So if you take care of these items and repair them, then the warranty stays intact if we find out there's an issue. But then if we find an issue, a hurricane comes and blows off half your roof, and we tell you, hey, this has to be fixed if you want to keep your warranty, and then you don't fix it, then obviously the warranty is not any good anymore. And then also, you can see here that we talk about annual roof maintenance inspections must be conducted by Perkins Roofing, which is also good for you. That's not only to protect Perkins Roofing, but that's to protect the client, because if we do this and we document every year your roof, then a hurricane comes and blows your roof off, you have documentation that you can provide to your insurance to make sure that you get paid out in a timely manner, and you don't have to play games with the insurance companies. If you've made it this long with me through the video, I have a bonus fourth tip for you, and that is to schedule a time frame for which the project needs to be completed by. This is our number one request that we get from experienced builders. Like if we're working with a general contractor or a property manager for a condominium, they might ask us to provide a time frame and say this job must be completed by this date. If it's not, then liquidated damages may incur. Most residential owners would not think to create a time frame, but I would recommend it if I was getting my project done to say, hey, I need my job to be done in this amount of time. And make sure you do some research and make sure you provide a reasonable time, because sometimes it does take a while just even to get the permitting from the city, or maybe there's lead time issues on materials due to shortages. So you can talk to your contractor or talk to local distributors to find out if there's any issues with that before you try to give a logical time frame to your contractor. But always ask to see if you can get a time frame in your contract. I'm always happy to provide one, as long as it's reasonable, because I know that it keeps everyone feeling good, that they know that this project is going to be done by a certain date. And if a contractor did shy away from providing a time frame that is reasonable, that other contractors would honor, that's not somebody that I would want to use, because that's somebody that it's going to be hard to get them to come to your job site. You want someone who wants to work and wants to get the job done and wants to get paid at the end of the day. So look for a contractor who is not afraid of timelines.